Alright guys, another after use review, and this one is on the Morakniv Companion, the stainless steel blade. Let me just say that for the price of 13 bucks, or thereabouts, frickin' best knife I own for the price. Hands down the best fixed blade knife I own for the price, or folding blade. It's amazing. The sheath, take it or leave it, but the knife itself, awesome. I love it. Now this hasn't been an everyday carry. I don't carry fixed blade knives like this in my pocket. So I did not carry this every day, but I used it for all the normal stuff I'd use a knife for around the house. That's food prep. That's right. Cutting up onions and vegetables and all that other good stuff that you could think of that you'd use a knife for in the kitchen, I used it for. I also used it to, do the normal work with cardboard and packages, the normal stuff you'd use a knife for. And I loved it. 13 bucks. Plus you can use this knife in survival situations and everything. And I like this knife so much. I'm looking at other more knives to get, just because it's so great. I no complaints. None whatsoever. There are no minuses on this knife in my book. It's wonderful. Now a sheath on the other hand, for $13 knife, it's okay. But the knife itself, awesome, and that's what you're really looking at. And I'll show you it. The grips are freaking wonderful. No complaints at all with the grip. Never lost grip of this knife once. Even when my hands were freaking wet. And now it's really the edge retention that I'm really curious about, because it did some hard duty work that I normally don't put my pocket knives through. So with that said, I'm sure it's going to handle paper like nobody's business. As you can see, not a problem with paper. Well, let's try the wonderful phone book paper. Look at that. I hope I was getting all that on film for you. Hey, it's keeping a freaking awesome edge. And I'm almost positive this will still shave me. As you can see, now I got a huge bare spot on my arm. Thanks to this wonderful knife. I mean, it kept its edge amazingly well. Now, of course, I did not put this through the dishwasher or anything like that. I always hand wash it. But I did not sharpen it since I got it, because I'm always curious of how well a knife will hold its edge. Sometimes knives will just dull really simply. Sometimes they'll dull, but it takes a lot of work, and sometimes they just keep their edge like nobody's business. 13 frickin' bucks, this thing kept its edge. Not a problem. Even going through this big, huge, thick cardboard. Not a problem. And just in case you don't believe me, here's some really nice, thick cardboard. This is the type of stuff I was breaking down. And it goes through that stuff like crazy. It's easy. Not one single problem. And the nice thing about the stainless steel version, even though it's slightly softer steel than the carbon steel brother of it, is you don't have to worry about the finish rusting as easily. I know it's called stainless so that it doesn't rust, and people think that stainless doesn't rust. It can rust and it can pit. So you still have to put a thin coat of oil on this. Since I was using this in the kitchen, I was using vegetable oil. You know, I didn't want to contaminate anything with other oil products like I normally use, which is either a gun oil or Croil. So keep that in mind if you want to use this in the kitchen. And I can't see a reason why somebody wouldn't want to use a knife like this in the kitchen. I mean, it's a great knife. It's not flexible. I mean, it's got a little bit of flex. I mean, just a teeny tiny bit, but it's not a fillet knife. But it works great and keeps a great edge. And I really cannot speak highly enough of this knife. I can't get it across to you. You got to try it. Waste that $13, and you know, if you're thinking, nah, $13, just don't go to Starbucks for a couple of days, and you got your $13 right there. And you can try it out yourself. By the way, I didn't pay $13 for this knife. I only paid 20 cents. Find out why I only paid 20 cents. You're gonna have to watch the unboxing video of this. That's freaking amazing. But even for $13, it's a steal. And I'm looking at a couple other ones I want to see. I want to try one of the carbon steel blades. I want to see if they make anything else in stainless steel. So I'm going to leave you at that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.